What a relief it would be to stop breathing. What a relief it would be. Fuck my belief in this thing. Lost my mind in the sea. Lost my doubt, now I can see everything that I was blind to. I can't rewind you. I can only take some time to try to unwind with the times that I fight through. God only knows what I might do. Pull out a knife through. Wrote this despite you. Stay hopeless despite you. Getting me up, but I never gave up. If I ever made up a fantasy to ride through sunsets and nights, grew worrying I knew the words that I write should only distract you, but you're just the type to get up on the guys who give you the light. You give them the guide to, with or without you, slip my wrist just to get some of this cloud through. Living the present, rely on nostalgia. Gritty in heaven's a place that I felt when around you. Now it just feels like I'm coming down. Always down, there's nowhere to be found. To be found, to be found. It's okay, baby, you know that I'm shady. We spoken real lately, I'm hoping you take me, but see, things are really fucked up, and I'm just feeling like my luck is up, cause I took a drug called love and got stuck. Life's a son of a bitch, I'm a son of a gun. Shun the fuck out you hoes, are you shallow or what? We hanging through the gallows with gallons of butt people thighs. I died that night you got cut through goes thigh. Passion can't fathom you fucks and I'd lie if you ask me how often I think of you in the night. All the fucking time, love is fucking crime. Till the suckers cry, till summer stuck in a slump. I'm implying I've sunk in a drunken stage, lost in your eyes. Can't wait till the day that I finally die. What a relief it would be to stop breathing. What a relief it would be. Fuck my belief in this thing, lost my mind in the sea. Lost my doubt, now I can see everything that I was blind to. I can't rewind you, I can only take some time to try to unwind with the times that I fight through. God only knows what I might do. What a relief it would be to stop breathing. What a relief it would be. Fuck my belief in this thing, lost my mind in the sea. Lost my doubt, now I can see everything that I was blind to. I can't rewind you, I can only take some time to try to unwind with the times that I fight through. God only knows what I might do. Pull out a, pull out a, pull out a, pull out a. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. Sick of that shit, yeah, I told you before. Sick of that shit, yeah, I told you before. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. Sick of that shit, I told them before. Sick of that shit, I told them before. Yeah, they don't know. Yeah, they don't know. Sick of that shit, I told them before. Sick of that shit, I told them before.
Hello, my name is Chesarina, and these are my recordings of some of my soul level 56 invasions. I'm using +6 lightning bastard sword and a +6 lightning longsword. I'm also using Tears of the Nile because I have 30 faith and 14 attunement, which I got just for the Tears of the Nile. This is actually my first time using Tears of the Nile, and as you can see in the beginning of the clip, I use it in front of him because a lot of times I forget it until I'm in front of the enemy, and then when I'm in front of the enemy I usually recheck. I'm like, wait, I don't have it, so I usually use it in front of them, which gets me punished a lot. I've also heard that a lot of the hosts at this level are new to the game or not very experienced, so I take that way too much into consideration, and I end up being cocky and just underestimating a lot of my opponents. This fight is just your normal fight against a Fallen Knight set with a fucking stamina shield. Very passive. I'm doing 71 to the shield, that's pretty good. But then again, it's not a full 100%. That hit was funny, and I didn't know what the fuck happened. Here I get the host with a nice bomb, and so I just start spamming them. Start playing basketball with them. or not basketball, dodgeball, and they get me. And then I don't know how this firebomb got me, but it did. This did like shit damage for some reason. Oh, Dark Spirit Host Hunter. You know, you would expect someone with that name to have experience at invading, and he does. I'm not talking shit on my fellow invader. I don't like how he doesn't care for me, and he just attacks me a lot. Like right there, he does it way more often than I would have liked. Cause I try to give him, space. I don't attack if he's right in front of me, and I try to go for people behind his back or people that are going at him, to try and protect him. And as I say this, I'm attacking the host, and then I realize, oh, he's fighting 2 versus 1. I'm gonna go help him. He dies before I get there. I'm like, fuck, I better get out of here because I think I saw a blue. And yes, I saw a blue. And now it's a 4 versus 1. This fucking green idiot doesn't realize that he's getting hit from behind. And it's just an easy kill. And then here is just the classic retreat while trying to challenge their forward movement. Doesn't work out too well for me, but the host is very laggy. He glides around a lot. But we get Host Hunter back, and this time he actually proves himself to be quite useful. In fact, to be more useful than I am. I barely did anything in this invasion. The only thing I did was just stay alive, in my opinion. It was also a long ass invasion, and I fucking hate the host. Cause I invaded him, cause he was dry fingering and ganking this part. Here I have no idea how the fucking red did not hit me. I'm like, that must have been some real lag. But the host was just ganking, and I invaded a few times, and every single time, I don't want to spoil it, but every single time the same thing happened, and I always died. And I couldn't kill the host. I could kill every phantom, but I could never kill the goddamn host. It always somehow killed me. And in this one I see that they're going on the red, so I try to go on the white and with some spacing to get some success. There I accidentally hit him. And here I just do a lot of unlocked, because it's multiple people. There the host for some reason rolls towards me and chugs. And then the other red kills the other phantom, comes down. Well done. He throws a bomb that hits surprisingly no one. I see the fucking blue just run out of the corner, so I back out. Notice that he's attacking them, so I go for the other guy, and then I try to attack at a stun lock. Thankfully I did hit the red. There I do. But then I notice they're attacking, so I try to go to the side, and that kind of worked. But then I attacked 2 more times than necessary. Here I roll at a nice time. I was I panicked there. Well, there just more unlocked R1 spam. I was so lucky I didn't die or get my tears popped there. Thankfully the red took care of the blue. And we start playing Ring Around the Fucking Rosie. Or we don't. Never mind. I guess I did spoil it. But yeah. One thing, I've only been playing this game for around 200 hours, and I only started in November 2017. So I've been playing for a few months. And one thing that I hear a lot of people say is, manage your stamina, don't R1 don't R1 spam. But I noticed that a lot of in low-level invasions, it's not necessarily a bad idea. But then again, I'm just new to the game, and maybe it's, I don't know. Sometimes it has an advantage to just R1 spam and waste all your stamina. But I don't really know what I'm talking about, so yeah, I'll manage my stamina. Another thing is that I come from PC gaming, and I'm playing this on the PlayStation. And I'm accustomed to button smashing. And in Dark Souls I noticed that that gets me killed a lot because I end up attacking way more than necessary, which is a problem I need to work on with timing my attack buttons. Button pressing. Go away, dog. I don't want you right now. Here I switch to the spear. I just try different things. Weapon art spam. Just this happened in every single time I invaded him. But yeah, I was saying, I come from I'm accustomed to just button smashing games, like, cause I play Dota, and when you're stunned or when you're in prison, you're button smashing, your blink dagger button, so that the millisecond that you get out of the animation, you can blink away. And sometimes that makes me like roll an extra time, and I roll off a cliff, or it makes me attack an extra time, and I'm out of fucking stamina. Or my character is gonna attack 3 times, but I think I'm attacking twice, and then it fucks up. But yeah. Here I see that the red sadly gets killed, so I just back off, I wait a minute, and then I get another invader who's Pubes, Mr. Pubes this time. I make sure to show him, hey, I'm not the fucking host, because I'm wearing this ring. And Pubes here is actually a proper twink, and I wish he would have invaded earlier, because he's actually a pretty good teammate. And I didn't get to spend much time with him. He's got a Dragon Slayer axe, the fucking lap armor, war banner. He's a nice twink to have on my side. I don't have a problem with twinking. This character is a twink. It's not, an obvious twink because I'm using the bastard sword and the longsword and the stamina shield. But I'm using the prisoner's chain, ring of favor +3. And Clarence ring +3. There, I don't know how he fucking rolled out. Just as I was about to finish him off, the host gets me. I get very close. He pops my fucking tears, and I start to panic because I know he's laggy. So I'm like, okay, when he's gonna attack, and he kills me. And Twink, comes to my rescue, but he was too late. No. I hope he killed him. But next clip. Now we run into a nice, horrible combination. You have a twink and a shitty wizard behind his back. But we're also in for a little surprise. And no, the surprise is not that the shitty wizard does almost no damage. Is that we have 2 shitty wizards. And one of them is a fucking twink. Hey, at least he played through the game. Thank you for that. But I prefer twinks over level phantoms because of the HP. If you have a face twink, then they're not gonna have much XP, especially if you put into attunement. And this guy has almost no HP. A lot of times in this clip you'll see me use my miracle things, weapon art, and then switch to the grass shield. That's because I thought every chime or catalyst, the effect would stay. I didn't know that it wouldn't stay, so I just end up wasting mana. Here I trade with him and it doesn't go in my favor, but thankfully the Fire Witch has my back, and here I started fucking panic running into the goddamn wall, but the shitty wizard is a shitty wizard and just stands there like a fucking shitty wizard. And at this point, it's a host wizard, he's not gonna do a lot of damage because he's the fucking host, he hasn't gone through the level. So I'm not really afraid of getting hit by his spells. Which is severely a mistake, because I severely underestimate this guy. It's not severely a mistake, it's just a mistake. I severely underestimated this guy, which almost cost me the invasion. but locally I got a nice rolling attack at the end. You can see I killed him right as he was about to go for another attack, which would have killed me because I'm at 1 HP. So, thankfully, I won that. Here we have a fucking overlevel phantom and a fucking retard named Morty! And so I decided to play like a fucking retard, because what happens when you have Morty and an overlevel phantom? They stupid. So I gave him the full my thanks gesture, just to fuck with him. And then Morty decides to run away! Run! But he never fucking gets to the bonfire. He just runs in circle, alerting all the enemies. Here I get him with a nice undead hunter charm, which probably made him panic, but Morty, the bonfire's right there! Oh, what are you doing, Morty? Morty, you better call Rick! And the Morty here decides to be the nice fucking Fairy King. He gets a nice hell parry, but Morty doesn't have the Hornet Ring because his overlevel Phantom didn't drop it for him. God, I don't know what the fuck this host was thinking. Just fucking. I really hope he wasn't just letting the overlevel Phantom play the whole game for him, because that's just, don't play. Why even bother buying this game if you're just gonna do that? You know. The new order. Turtle, you know, spacing attacks me when I fuck up an attack. It's average, it's normal. I'm also average and normal. Except when it comes to my dick size. Ew. Here I completely forget about the frostbite and I just get my Tears of Denial popped and I waste 2 Estus. And then I try to cast it again just to realize that I don't have enough fucking mana. And no mana regeneration. And here I'm just swinging wildly, hoping for someone to fucking hit me with a goddamn firebomb. I hate playing against frostbite weapons, especially at low level. But I switched to the Knight Solaris ring, however you say it. And hoping I can guard break him, but he rolls away instead of blocking, which at this point I realized, oh, this guy knows what he's doing. Okay. And here I just expect him to stop spamming, so I don't roll away, which is fucking retarded of me. I also don't heal. And then I go for a trade because I saw that he was spamming, so I thought, oh, he's probably gonna spam again. It's a frostbite weapon. That's what you do with frostbite weapons. You spam. Here I wasn't ready for this spam. I end up getting caught quite a few times. But then I go for the weapon art trade, which doesn't really go in my favor. But the host, instead of being defensive and backing and healing, he tries to go for trades against my greatsword, and I win. Thankfully. Once again, I was severely underestimating my enemies. But those were my invasions. And those are my stats on the screen. And this is me killing an AFK Aldrich.